What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode from Backyard Boys. If you guys are new to this channel, go ahead and lightly tap that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications and don't forget to smash that like button to show your support. We are back with some C63 videos, and I apologize for the little delay. It's just us waiting for parts. We had a miscommunication with the parts since they were so big. The shipping company or the Mercedes itself didn't want to ship it, so we had to hire a freight forwarder and get that all shipped out. Right over here we got some parts for the Benz. We do have a brand new door. We got the right taillight because this is a, what is it called? Night package, night mode,
yeah, night
something
package,
like that.
some of that.
Yeah, so we got the wrong taillight the first time, but it still helped us out to pull out the quarter panel. Come inside, let me show you guys the car. So if you guys want to win yourselves a car or buy an auction car, a project car, have some fun, go ahead and look at the link down below. It is autoauctions.io. It's basically the website where I look for all my cars, and with that website I make sure the cars are not doctored up or anything sketchy like that. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, check out this video right here. I'll show you guys a little pop tag, and that's the video. So once we put this door on, this is gonna look way better over here. The thing with this door is got smashed and it kind of bananaed. So the door is kind of bananaed, which is why the gap here is very funny. And look at that, like the gap here is huge. In this episode, we're gonna get this right here repaired, at least as much as we can. I'm gonna see if that's gonna cause me any problems. And we gotta finalize the quarter panel over here. This right here doesn't look that bad anymore, although this was pretty darn bad. It was way back inside over there. Guys, let's go ahead and get all the parts unboxed and see what we got. The thing is about that door, I'm looking at it and it's kind of skeptical because it's got some damage on it. The thing with us is we buy our parts with insurance, so I feel like we should be fine. Although I hope it's not damaged bad enough to a point where I can't repair it. Another thing, if you guys want to cop some fresh merch, the link will be in the description down below. And let's get this video started. Looks good so far. Look at that thing, dude. That is, what the heck, we literally jinxed it, dude. Besides that, the door looks fine. It looks like the correct one, yeah?
Yeah, pretty big, but
dude, this thing is massive. I was not expecting that. So that's the damage. You can see it right here on the box.
that's a bummer, man.
Yeah, it sucks, honestly. But I think we can get a couple $100 back for this.
Well, we did get insurance, so we should be fine with that.
Yeah, we'll see. But the thing is, while the door is empty, I have clear access right to here. You can probably see that I'm moving it already. So I have clear access to it. I can try to get a PDR and just glaze it up and make it nice and smooth. But guys, we also did get more parts. Let me go ahead and put this door up against here, that way I can show you. All right, guys, a couple more parts we did get for the car is a roof molding over here, a window molding, a belt molding. This stuff wasn't too pricey. It was really reasonably priced. We do have a rocker panel right here, and how many pieces does it have?
Man, there's a bunch, like 3 or 4, and you just got to build it together. But
it's like a Lego set. Literally, you put one on, then you rivet on it, and then you put another piece on, and then it slides over. But anyways, that is it for the rocker panel. Hopefully we do have all the pieces and it's the correct one, because the C class is much less narrower and it's kind of ugly. But we are still waiting for this piece over here, which should come tomorrow or after tomorrow, and then we're gonna start doing our pulling and everything. But we will test the new door out, and shout out to LNC for actually hooking it up with that piece. I'll show you guys in the next episode that piece, that cutout he gave me, and we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and get that door on, and then we can start seeing what needs to be happening right here and finish up all of the pulling right over here. I am very, very excited, and I hope you guys are as well. Smash that subscribe button and let's go. So we went ahead and got the door on, and we're gonna go ahead and align the gaps right now. We do know that this fender is perfectly in place, so the gap is kind of funny right here. It's pretty brutal. So we're gonna go ahead and fix this gap, and only then we can tell if this here really needs that much pulling or not, because that is way more than I expected. That is pretty bad. But looking at it now, look at this. See that? See that pinch?
That all has to go somewhere.
That all has to go somewhere. And if it has to come out that much, then probably gonna have to do some kind of welding, or maybe get this seatbelt out from and just kind of knock it out. But then again, see how it creased right here too? You see that? This has to be flat. So that's all has to come out. Man, we got some work on our hands, boys. Let's go ahead and line the gaps on the door and keep working. Door is on, gaps are aligned. Take a look at this. Look at that, nice and beautiful, nice and flush. And do you guys remember at the beginning of the video I said that gap is huge because the door is just bananaed? I was wrong. So this actually gonna take us way longer than I thought. Look at this, nice and flush right here, right? Just about. And look at that, boom. We got ourselves about 1.5 inch gap right here. So what we gotta do is start brainstorming a little bit different on how to get this whole entire section pulled out at one time. I don't know, maybe I can get something in here. If I have direct access to this part over here, I can get a hook in there with like a 2x4 and just casually pull it. I will try that. But right now what we're gonna do is go ahead and pull off this seatbelt over here. It's in the way. Once we pull that seatbelt off, we do have a big pocket, and hopefully it reveals this without any more hidden inside panels or anything like that. Let's get right into it. Well, we have ran into a problem. Literally been jinxing myself all day. We have a double panel here. We don't have access to the panel that we need. Even if I remove that, you look inside there, it's all double paneled. So let's keep brainstorming. So I went ahead and pulled the seatbelt all the way off. It does need to be rebuilt, and we're gonna be sending them off to L&D Solutions. I want you guys to comment down below, what do you think? Should we get yellow pinstriping on it? Or, I mean, it's your car. What do you think is gonna look sick? It does have yellow accents on the inside.
I don't know, I'm thinking full yellow.
Full yellow? Kind of like a full red on my RS3, a full yellow here.
I mean, it's gonna stand out.
It's definitely gonna stand out. Will it look good though? We'll see. Comment down below, boys. Let's get working. Let's continue working. I mean, what are we talking about? We're already working. So what I think is gonna happen right now, since this body line, it goes out and then it kind of arcs pretty brutally right here, and we have a body line right here, we do have a body line up top right here, and for me the goal is to get this corner. If I get this corner pulled, I don't want to rivet or weld anything all the way up here because I'm just gonna mess up this body line. But if I get a good solid grip right over here and, you know, ruin this corner since it's already ruined and get a good pull on it, I believe so everything should come out. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and clean this area up right now. I'm gonna get my little spot welder out for now, which is right here. I'm gonna unfold all of this as much as I can, straighten it out, make this body line as straight as I can, and then I want to weld a little piece onto here and just get this corner, just slowly work with it, and every time we work with it, just kind of measure the gap and see if we're there where we are. Let's get you guys on a time lapse because we're gonna do some annoying work in this little section right here. It's not too entertaining, but we gotta get it done. So last night, guys, we were doing that little piece in the quarter panel right over there, and the battery died in the GoPro, but we didn't get that much work done. We basically just pulled it out, got it all knocked down, made it all nice and flush, went ahead and measured up this side skirt to see how it is. It does need a little bit of mud to get that perfect, and I will show you guys when I start mudding. Our main goal for this video, guys, is to get this piece right here back into its spec. As I told you guys a little bit before, you can see the little body line right up in here. That's where the tail light kind of goes up against it. And I just started feeling a little generous and started hammering it, just seeing if that piece would come out, and it's just not coming out. So right now I have to brainstorm on how to actually get this sharp body line out without doing much more damage. As you guys see here, we don't have much good access up into here. I mean, we have decent access, but I can't like hammer it to get that body line out, or kind of, you know, use a tool to get it out. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually try to push this inner piece, because this is two separate pieces. I'm gonna try to push this inner piece, put some tension on it, preferably right over here maybe, or like on this body line, that way I don't damage anything. And then when I have tension here, I'm gonna start hitting that body line as accurate as I can. And if that doesn't work out, what I'm gonna do is actually go ahead and put some wiggle wire up here and pull it, although this is a very strong section of the quarter panel, and my wiggle wire is kind of weak. But if you look at the quarter panel, it just needs just that little bit more hair of pulling. It should be like right where my finger, right here at the beginning of my finger, it should be just right about there. And then this section here should be flush with this pocket here. So guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. We got the front part of the quarter panel fixed. We got the door on, which needs a little bit of mud. But once we get this tackled out, in the next episode, we're gonna change that little centerpiece, pull that out, and get all the mudding done. And actually, we might even get a new rim and see how this thing rips. But anyways, stay tuned. Let's get this quarter panel pulled out and pieced together. Well, as you guys saw over there, we put some tension with our porter power from the inside. Went ahead and put the tension right directly in this spot. You guys saw that bulge a little earlier. I went ahead, tapped it in, and it kind of just reversed everything and pulled everything where it needs to be. But we still need a very minor pull over here. Right now, what we're gonna do is test the rear bumper on. I wanna make sure that the rear bumper is sitting nice over here and sitting nice under the taillight. The gap over here is sitting really good right there. How's it looking? Pretty clean?
Oh yeah.
So, I actually am curious if our bumper brackets broke from the accident. If not, we're gonna put them all on right now and clip the front bumper on. Well, maybe not clip it necessarily, but we're gonna get this bracket on for sure, just to make sure that however much pulling we need, we're gonna continue doing our measurements. And I think we're just right about there to where we can start knocking things down and getting it mudded. Let's get that rear bumper on.
Let's do it.
Well, as you guys saw there, the muffler was in the way, and the reason for that is just because it's zip tied simply right here. What we're gonna do is go ahead and cut the zip tie and put that bolt right through. feed the muffler right into a spot because it was kind of hitting that when we were test fitting the bumper. And then we're gonna go back to test fitting the bumper and continue working. Well, boys, we got the bumper on and it's shaping up to be somewhat of a car now. I mean, it's looking pretty dang aggressive back here. It's just nice and fat. I really like this aggressive trunk clip. It just whoosh makes this rear end look amazing. But we still have more pulling. Obviously I was expecting that, but let's go ahead and put this bumper to where it's supposed to be, and it's looking nice and pretty. But as you guys can tell right here, go ahead and get it from this angle, we can see that it does need a lot more pulling. Well, just about maybe half an inch, just 3/4 of an inch about, to make it flush with the bumper. And I noticed that the bumper itself is damaged right here. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of has like this weird kind of indent and out. So hopefully I can get that fixed up, because this is actually pretty important to get fixed up for me to determine how to pull this and how much to pull this. But besides that, I mean, look at this thing. Come over here and just take a look at this like from a wide angle. I mean, it's finally shaping up to be a car. I finally have some faith that it'll be back on the road. No, I'm just kidding. I had faith when we just got it, but it's finally looking like a car and it's looking beautiful. This color is just amazing in general. Doors on, things are coming together, more parts are on the way, but we're almost there. Let's continue pulling, get this thing all the way out, and get all these gaps nice and tight. The rear trunk lid is just on some tape right now because we took off the lock. That way I can open and close it 100 times. But look at that gap. I mean, it's almost basically there. It's a little bit of playing with it and it should be perfect. Alrighty guys, well, this is gonna be it for this episode. I just want to go ahead and go over the work, what we did in this episode. It's finally looking like a car. It's finally looking like a car. I'm very excited. It is a ton of work to get this quarter panel fixed, but there is still a little bit of finicking with it, and just kind of getting everything perfect and everything finalized before paint, because I don't want to leave this stuff off for after it's painted. You know, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm decent with this gap. I just want everything to be perfect, and as perfect as I can get it. We can follow through. The gaps here look pretty nice and clean. We got this whole entire section pulled out. I kind of reversed that bump, as you guys can see. I mean, it's nice and flush everywhere. I mean, it's just a very little slight over here, but we'll see. I'll work with it. I'll try to get it perfect. The quarter panel is basically, you know, it's shaped out where it needs to be. Like, it's feeling nice and flush everywhere. We got no more high spots, no more low spots. Everything's pretty darn good. I mean, there is high and low spots, but nothing super aggressive. And actually, let me pop up a picture right over here on how the quarter panel was before. Yeah, that's a huge difference. So we got this piece over here fixed. The gap here is looking nice. You can actually see the gap all along. It's looking nice and clean. You know, this is gonna go all the way up. It's gonna sit nice and clean as well. Gaps here are good. Gaps here are good. In the next episode, we're gonna actually probably do the mudding, but 100% we're gonna fix this inner piece over here, right there. It's cut out over there. And in the beginning of the video, I told you guys I'm gonna get that part in a couple of days. Well, a couple of days already passed, and I got that part. It's up front over here. I'll show you guys in the next episode, but with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. If you guys want to buy yourself a little project car, please check out autoauctions.io in the link below. And with all that being said, you want to support the channel, cop some fresh merch. We got this one here. We do have some C63 merch coming and some Golf R merch coming and a brand new build. With all that being said, thank you so much, and I'm out.